My sandcastle is the best ever. It just needs one more tower. Whoa! Yuck! Dr. Owl, I got some water in my mouth. Why is the ocean water so salty? It tastes nothing like the water from the faucet at home.
Ho! That is a truly excellent question, Emma. It's one of nature's biggest recipes, and you've just tasted it.
Salty? My taste sensors are going wild. Calculating. Taste profile is pretzel water. Why is the ocean full of pretzel water, Dr. Owl?
Hoo-hoo! A fun guess, Ziggy, but not quite pretzel water. Finding out why the ocean is salty is a fantastic science mystery. And you know what we love to do? Explorers. We love to solve mysteries. Hoot hoot, hello, curious minds. You're listening to STEM with Dr. Owl, where big questions turn into fun adventures.
Hi, I'm Emma, always full of questions and ready to explore.
Ziggy here. I know a zillion facts and 0 ways to share cookies.
If you like our show, please share with a friend, a teacher, or your whole class.
Or your neighbor's cat.
Welcome back, super scientists. We have a big question today from Emma. Why is the ocean so salty?
Yeah, it's like a giant salt shaker emptied into the sea. Where does it all come from?
Well, to find our first clue, we have to travel far away from the beach, up into the mountains, and all over the land. It all starts with something very simple: rain.
But, rain isn't salty. I performed a taste experiment last week during a storm. Conclusion, 0% pretzel flavor. My circuits are confused.
You are exactly right, Ziggy. Rainwater is fresh. But think about this, Emma. What happens when you put a sugar cube in a glass of water and stir it?
Oh, I know. It disappears. The water isn't sweet at first, but then the sugar dissolves and the whole glass of water tastes sweet.
Precisely. Rain does something very similar to rocks. As the fresh rain falls and washes over rocks and soil, it dissolves tiny, tiny bits of minerals. Think of minerals as the building blocks of rocks, and one of the most common minerals the rain picks up is salt.
So the rain is like a little delivery truck, picking up tiny pieces of salt from the rocks?
What a perfect way to put it. Then, that rainwater flows into tiny streams. The streams flow into big rivers. And all those rivers march their way to the ocean, carrying that little bit of salt with them.
Okay, so rivers bring a little bit of salt to the ocean. But the ocean is huge. That must be a lot of little deliveries.
It is. And that brings us to the next part of our mystery. It's time for a guessing game. Explorers at home, you can play too. We know rivers bring salt into the ocean. But what happens that makes the salt stay there and pile up? Is it A, giant sea turtles scoop the salt up to build their shells? Or B, the sun warms the ocean water, causing it to float up into the sky, but the salt gets left behind?
It must be the turtles. Beep boop. They are building salty, crunchy shells. I predict a new fashion trend: pretzel-patterned turtle shells.
I don't think so, Ziggy. I think it's B. Like when my mom boils water for pasta, steam rises up from the pot. Maybe the sun does that to the ocean?
Hoo-hoo, you've got it, Emma. The answer is B. The sun shines down and warms the ocean, and some of that water turns into a gas called water vapor. It floats up into the sky to make clouds. It's a very big word, evaporation. Can you say it with me? Evaporation.
Evaporation.
And here is the secret trick. When the water evaporates, it leaves all the salt behind. So for millions and millions of years, rivers have been bringing in a little salt, and the sun has been lifting up the fresh water, leaving the salt.
So the ocean just gets saltier and saltier over time? It's like a giant bowl of soup that's been simmering for ages.
Exactly. Now, who's ready for a super salty fun fact?
My audio receptors are ready. Buzz.
True or false? If you could take all the salt out of the ocean, it would be enough to build a salt wall around the entire planet.
That sounds like too much. But maybe it's true. I'll say true.
You are correct. It is true. There's so much salt in the sea, it's mind-boggling.
Wow. So is all the water in the whole world salty?
Not at all. Most lakes and all the rivers are still freshwater, just like the rain they come from. But there are some special lakes in the world that are even saltier than the ocean. One is called the Dead Sea. The water there is so salty and dense.
Does it give your robot sensors a static shock?
Hoo-hoo! No, Ziggy. It makes you float. You can lie back in the water and float like a rubber ducky in a bathtub. Without even trying.
That sounds amazing. I want to float like a ducky.
So let's quickly review our amazing salty journey. First,
Rain falls on the rocks.
and it.
Dissolves tiny minerals, like salt, and carries them to the rivers.
Then the rivers flow to the...
Ocean.
And finally, the sun's heat causes...
Evaporation.
The water goes up, but the salt stays behind. You've solved the mystery. You are both officially oceanographers for the day.
My programming is updated. The ocean is not pretzel water. It is ancient rock, rain river, sunshine, water, science-tastic.
Oh, that's a perfect description, Ziggy. Remember, explorers, there is science all around you, from the clouds in the sky to the salt in the sea. Keep asking questions.
Okay, final experiment complete. I have mixed water and salt in a cup to match the ocean saltiness. I can now confirm it is not improved by adding ketchup. Beesist error. Taste malfunction.
That was so much fun, Dr. Owl. I hope all our explorers had a great time too.
Hoot hoot! We loved having you with us. If you don't want to miss our next adventure, follow us on your favorite podcast platform.
And if you know a friend who loves exploring too, share our podcast with them.
If you have a question or a topic you want to learn more about, leave us a comment. See you next time.